The most recent one would be when I was working in retail and I told my manager of the shop that I was autistic. So it was just little things like if I was on till working with customers, if it got a bit too much, she was okay with me telling her, and then we'd switch out and I could go downstairs.
There's not really been any changes, but I've often like if I've like struggled with something or not sure about something, there is always like someone that I've always like gone to.
My technical coordinator, she made it aware to everyone on who I'd be working with that about my condition, and I was open about people knowing. And then also I've had my own like workspace allocated, the same as everyone else.
I spoke to my manager on the internship, and what we did was create a timetable for each week with all the tasks that needed to be done. I don't need many adjustments, I think, because as long as I had a routine, I'm okay with that.
I think years ago, I'd say I really struggled, but it's become more of because I've done so many, you just start learning what's best to say and what's best not to.
When I did the application for my parents did help me a little bit, just so I know putting down the right information, and it was an easy process because they asked me to come in for on an interview for this set date and time, and it gave me plenty of time to prepare myself.
Well, for the company that I finally got accepted to, it was basically a last minute thing, basically just the CV I had put together for previous positions I'd applied for and a cover letter.
I found the applications easy. All I really did was look at the advert, pick out phrases and keywords that matched my skills and quality.
They can be quite awkward because not only as an autistic person am I trying to present myself well just for the job, I'm also having to remember things like I don't like eye contact, but I've got to make eye contact. So it's trying to remember all this other stuff, but because it doesn't come naturally to you, it's trying to figure all this other stuff on top of just job related things.
It was a different sort of experience anyway, because we all had masks on, so it's yeah, exactly, so it's a bit different to how interviews are usually done. I was nervous for the job interview. I think it's good to be nervous because it means that you try your best to get the job.
Through the interview stages, I didn't really receive a lot of support there, apart from the fact that it was done in a separate room as everyone else's was.
Yeah. The interviews are always more difficult because it's having to deal with people I've never met before, and there are always questions that come up that you don't expect. I do try and mask my nerves at interviews, but I'm not sure how effective I am at doing that.
I do like having a job because I like obviously having my own income, but having some sort of purpose. But then the way the world has been structured to not include autistic people means that also a lot of the time work environments, and I've worked in various industries, are just so draining on me.
I was like, the last time I was in a work environment was like nearly a year ago. So coming back into work after a year, it did take a bit of adjusting as time progressed, and I slowly eased back into the working world. I did able to become more adjusted to work. And
it's not my first time in the workplace, but my first time in full-time employment. It was, of course, different to how I expected, being thrown into something entirely new. But my mindset it has been, and basically what it's been like throughout university with deadlines and performing my work to the best standard.
Having a job is everything to me. It gives me a purpose in life. It helps improve my confidence and self-esteem. It gives me a chance to meet new people. But because I haven't had much luck in employment, most of the jobs I've had have been temporary or agency positions. And I often find that without a job, I don't have much confidence and self-esteem.
Because of the way we are, there's things we can do that neurotypical people can't. There's going to be aspects of our skill set that are so good, that are so much better than everyone else in the workplace, and there'll be things that we can do that you can't, kind of thing. And it's just understanding that about yourself and not forgetting that as well, and knowing that no, we're vital to workplaces. We can do things other people can't. We can think in ways other people can't. And lots of people within the community over history have accomplished amazing things, and it's knowing that we can be part of that too. There's nothing wrong with us, and we can offer quite a lot to people.
The most important thing is to enjoy your job, because it can be stressful sometimes at work, but when you see like the children having enjoyed their day and like enjoying themselves, it does make it worth.
Yeah, but you're no different to anyone else. Basically, that's what I've learned, and it's all the initial challenge will always be jumping into a new workplace, but the people you work with they'll always be there to support you.
I think tailoring your job preferences, if you don't want to do a job you're comfortable with, then don't do it. I also think getting as much help as you possibly can with organisations. Look at disability confident employers, because they are trained in helping people like myself. And when you're in the workplace, I would stick with colleagues who are the friendliest, who have more patience, speak out against discrimination. If there's an issue, I would go to your superiors and talk to them about it.